And thanks for joining us at 9 News at noon. I'm Phil Lipoff. In just 2 hours, a woman accused of kidnapping a 3-year-old girl from Greeley, an apartment complex there on Monday, will be due in court. Thankfully, officers were able to find the child in just over an hour and arrest the 30-year-old woman. Her name is Mariah Martinez. According to Greeley police, they got a call from the child's mom about 6:20 that night. She said she had seen her daughter go to a neighbor's house in a complex, but when the father went to get her, she wasn't there. They called police. Police say they sent out a reverse 911 call to people in the area and immediately started getting tips. A canine later led officers in the right direction.
So a canine Onyx had alerted to her scent, which helped us pinpoint the neighborhood that she was in. And then the multiple tips coming in and people pointing to our officers as they were driving down the street, showing that that's the direction that they had went. And our officers were able to see the woman and the child walking down the street once they got onto that road.
And thank heaven for the fast action. Greeley police say they didn't put out an Amber Alert because at first they didn't have an indication that she was kidnapped. An Amber Alert also requires proof of imminent bodily harm and a suspect description. They didn't have that either. So they opted for that reverse 911 and social media, which ended up helping. We have another day of high fire danger. We're going to get to Chris Bianchi's forecast in just a minute. But first, there were 3 fires burning in the state yesterday. We need to tell you about them. There was this one in Arapahoe County near the High Plains Raceway northeast of Deer Trail. Sheriff's office says a grass fire sparked, then jumped a concrete barrier and ignited the tire wall near turn 6 at the raceway. It burned about 20 acres before being put out. There were no injuries, no buildings burned, which is the good news, and the racetrack surface was not damaged. Most of I-70 is back open near Glenwood Springs today, but the wildfire that caused the closure isn't out just yet. About 30 firefighters are dealing with steep, rocky terrain, trying to put out the Paradise Fire, which is now estimated to be 4.5 acres. They say the slow lane of westbound I-70 near the fire will likely stay closed throughout the day as they continue to fight it. And in Eagle County, an evacuation order is still in place for the area south of Crooked Creek Pass because of a 15-acre Spring Creek fire there. Luckily, crews say there was little activity last night, but it's not out just yet, and more resources are expected to help out today. And today we will have more heat and wind expected, so we want to get right to that guy right there, meteorologist Chris Bianchi, who's got the weather forecast. And Chris, you're tracking how hot today will be and how windy it will be. Combination.
Yeah, exactly. And that's unfortunately what we are looking at with those temperatures. That'll be on the warm side, but more importantly, that wind is going to be the big factor. Fire weather warning covers most of the state. That's in pink here. Includes Denver, most of the eastern plains, most of the mountains. I do suspect fire danger is a bit higher today compared to yesterday for Denver because remember, we had that rain back on Monday from those storms. That rain, now we've had a good 36 plus hours to allow those grasses dry on up. So you factor that in, plus the wind that is starting to pick up. South Metro, North Metro seeing some of those stronger gusts. Same for us in the foothills right now as well. And that wind's going to pick up through the day. With those winds in the 20 to 30 mile an hour range, some locally 35 to 40 mile an hour gusts for us as well. Then tonight we get another push of wind as a cold front will move through, and that'll keep us blustery through about midnight. Good news is, tomorrow, the fire danger will be notably lower. So it's really one more day of nasty fire danger to go before things calm down. And then this weekend, the radar will pick back up with some showers and storms possible. I'll tell you when and get into details on that in just a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. Just a week ago, several drivers had to fix their tires after a batch of nails got spilled, worst possible thing, onto Highway 285 near Morrison. Well, Monday, it happened on a highway near Greeley. As many as 20 vehicles ran over nails and got stuck on eastbound Highway 34 a little before 6 Monday night. There were so many nails and stranded drivers between County Road 17 and the parkway there that police had to shut down that section of road for nearly 2.5 hours. Sweeping equipment had to come in to clean it up. Police don't know how it happened yet, so if you know anything, you're asked to give Greeley police a shout. Douglas County commissioners have given their first okay to create mandatory fines for people riding e-motorcycles and some scooters illegally. They're not supposed to be ridden on city streets, but people are doing it anyways, and they're causing some problems, even injuries. Officials throughout the metro have reported teenagers getting hit, other riders using the bikes to evade police. If the ordinance passes, mandatory fines could be between $150 and $1,000. Parents who let their underage children ride them on the roads could also be fined. CDOT says that teen crash deaths are at a 10-year high. The agency estimates they've gone up 91% in the last decade. 9 News reporter Shalima Maharaj gives us a closer look.
Well, according to Colorado State Patrol, some of the top contributing factors to crashes involving teen drivers include distracted driving, speeding, following too close lane violations, and crashes involving animals. CDOT says traffic fatalities among people 15 to 20 years old went from 45 in 2015 to 86 last year. And right now we are in the middle of the 100 deadliest days of summer. And that stretches from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And it's known for a spike in crash injuries and deaths. Now, according to CDOT, teens face the greatest risk of crashing during the first 3 months after getting their driver's license. And once they're on their own, studies have shown that their overall inexperience and risk-taking drastically increase their odds of getting into a crash. Well, the announcement comes just ahead of new requirements for obtaining a learner's permit in the state of Colorado. That takes effect on New Year's Day. Now, CDOT is also looking to underscore another major issue, and that is just how few teens are actually wearing their seatbelts. They say that nationally, teens have the lowest seatbelt use among any age group, and that also in Colorado, 39% of teen drivers who died in crashes weren't buckled in. Shalima Maharaj, 9 News.